So here's my 3-gun rifle setup. I'll start with the heart, the gun itself. I'm currently running a Daniel Defense M4 V9 with a few modifications. There's a couple reasons why I chose this particular gun, and the first one is quality. The fit and finish of this gun is, in my opinion, the best I've seen for an AR with a sub $2,000 price tag. The second reason is it's very well equipped for my intended use. It comes standard with a 15-inch quad rail that offers tons of real estate for rail-mounted accessories. The barrel is a cold hammer forged, government weight, and while it's slightly heavier than the lightweight model, I prefer the heavier barrel. The furniture is all Daniel Defense, and I quickly ditched the vertical foregrip and rail covers. The covers just made the rail feel a bit too fat for me. I do like the rubber panels and the texture they use. I did have an issue when the rifle was new where the stock would shorten 2 or sometimes 3 positions when shooting it. I haven't had an issue with it in a while, but I'd still consider changing it. I knew when I got the gun the mil-spec trigger would have to go at some point. And don't get me wrong, I do appreciate them trying to keep the price of the rifle down, and I understand it's supposed to be a battle rifle, but with an MSRP over $1,600, I feel it could have been a bit better. You get 7 quick detach sling points, and with a Blue Force Vickers 221 sling, you can strap yourself to this thing in ways you have never imagined. The scope I'm using is a Vortex Viper PST 1-4x24 with a TMCQ reticle. To be honest, I was all set to buy another Leupold scope until I picked up a Vortex. At a close price point to the Leupold I was looking at, the scope just seemed more durable, and I knew I would be pretty rough on it running 3-gun. And not only that, the field of view is much bigger and the glass just seems brighter. The turrets are exposed, or tactical as they like to call it, and offer very positive feedback when making adjustments. It's married to the gun with a Freedom Reaper one-piece mount, and while some people are going to snarl their nose at paying $200 for a scope mount, but why cheap out on the one thing that makes the 2 most vital pieces together? Now, as I mentioned before, I wasn't satisfied with the trigger, and I'll blame that on being spoiled from a few bench rest rifles. So I replaced it with a Geissele Super Dynamic 3-gun single-stage trigger. And this trigger is good, very good. And it isn't that it's that light, I'm actually running the heavier 4-pound spring, but the pre-travel is minimal, and the brake is clean. It completely changed how the rifle shoots for me. I don't have to constantly think trigger squeeze. You just get on target, and with less effort than it takes to lock your iPhone, you've put rounds down range. So with the combination of the trigger and Precision Armaments M472 muzzle brake, this thing shoots wicked fast and very flat. I will warn you, the muzzle brake sends a huge blast of air into your face to remind you the gun just went off. And the last thing is the Magpul XTM hand stop, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do in a no frills kind of way. It stops your hand.